welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that we have another song already out by Evan. Of course, we reacted to his debut yesterday of Ride or Die, and I absolutely loved it. This is Overflow. I'm curious what it's going to be like, how different it's going to be from Ride or Die. I hope that it focuses on his vocals and his beautiful singing voice. I'm really excited though, so let's get started. Oh, I already love the vibe. You get an acoustic guitar in here. Ooh, pretty. I love hearing his chest voice. Oh. I love that. Ooh, pretty. So nice. Ooh, so nice up the way the line goes up here. Nice pause. Oh. Okay, I am obsessed. I'm so glad that he chose to release this song second, at least in a video format, because it's just so different from Ride or Die, but it's still, you can tell how they connect with the same, in the same album because of the techniques that were used in the oh my gosh, I cannot speak. The techniques that were used in post-production, in production were so good. I really, really love this. I'm a sucker for an acoustic guitar at the beginning of this, and this is so good because we just got to hear Evan's voice like throughout this entire part. Especially I loved in the beginning we heard his chest voice. Yeah, so beautiful. I loved the lyrics too. I feel like we should attack those. Let's see if maybe I can get them separately. I like having lyrics up separately just because it's easier for me to read rather than going back through the song and doing it. I think it's a lot easier. Okay, so good. They're here, so I can talk about them. So I'll do that last. But I really love how, as this song was going on, we had this acoustic guitar kind of repetitive part. I think this is really, really smart because of the way that it's just loops. And so it's this familiar part throughout everything. So then the lyrics really stand out within this because even though there are some changes within the instrumental, they it's one of those things where I feel like the louds and the softs of the voice are more important than what is happening instrumentally. And so I feel like the acoustic guitar really like pulls that forward. Like it keeps the movement going, it keeps happening. And so I loved that. And the pre-chorus, what I loved about this is how it felt far away. And this actually happened a couple of different times throughout the song where it felt like, you know, purposely through a filter, you hear Evan's voice, but it's far away. And that's because of what's happening in the lyrics, you know, talking about reaching out, etc. And then when we go into the chorus, wow, what a showstopper. I loved how it really continues to move the melody around. And so we really get to hear Evan's voice and see what's going on. In verse 2, it was interesting because there was no pre-chorus here, so it was a little bit shorter. So I loved how we kind of had a difference between what happened at the beginning and what was happening second. And then I love, again, in the chorus, we have that kind of far away feeling. In the bridge, the vocal line actually travels up and up and up, which is beautiful because, again, we get to hear more of Evan's range. We get to hear more of what's going on. And then we have this beautiful pause in the right after the pre-chorus before the chorus starts, which I think is completely smart because, again, we just have like this tension bringing up until it falls into the chorus. So very beautiful. I love the kind of, like I said, the repetitive nature of the guitar. So when we go back into this kind of almost fade out kind of feeling, at the end, it kind of comes full circle. So let's talk about the lyrics because they were so incredibly good. Okay. Swallow the vision. I feel so bad. She knows that I might feel. That's the end. That's the end now. We're like a young sprout hidden by the cold. Even if you reach out, I already know because it's long ago. This is not a joke. Ugh. And during this time, the now, no joke, the vocal line is going up, which I think was really super smart because it was just so then the end of the phrase was the point of it. Now, no joke. Like just the way going up was so smart. Even when I try to figure things out, it's like time has been stopped. I've been losing hope, like I'm alone on a small deserted island. Even when I try my best, just getting through it, it's hard. So it's one of those things where it's like being hidden as a young artist, right? Wanting certain things to happen and things are not happening. I try to figure it out and it doesn't seem to go the way that I wanted. It feels like I'm all alone on this deserted island. Like I'm just reaching, I'm desperately trying to get through and I'm just not, right? And I love the part of the overflow because it was like this beautiful echo sound again, that feeling of far away versus closeness, which I think was really smart. I'm not okay. There's a deep scar left on me. Never goes, never goes. It's unfortunate, just be over. So that's one of those things where it's like, I think I'm trying to do my best, but it doesn't feel like that's happening. So it's got a deep scar on me. Like I'm not healed. And then in the chorus, here we go again. Every time I'm close, but I fall back in, like, here we go again. So again, that reaching aspect of feeling forward of the movement, right? And then not accomplishing it. And so you fall back in. Verse 2, it seems like neither of us can let go yet. I'm scared that the traces of you are disappearing. And even when you tell me something wrong, baby, you're right. I write this letter to you even though I can't send it. We'll definitely meet again. Just think about us. I'm not letting go of you. Oh, then we. So pretty. And I love how, again, it's just creating this feeling of almost like a void within this. You know, at first, the first verse, we kind of had the island kind of feeling. And here in verse 2, it still feels like that island, but almost like there's like a void around it, which, you know, really goes with what's happening within the music as well. And then we have the chorus, but it repeats 2 times, which again, smart. I love it because of the difference between what's going on in the first half versus the second half. Bridge, like I'm under a spell. You spin my head now. Just promise me my heart is only with you. Even though I know I'm not getting anywhere, keep going. I just keep stumbling around your side. So even though it's not good, even though it's like I'm not completely there, like just let me be there. Even though I'm like stumbling, I'm making mistakes, just let me be by your side. Like let me be there. And what, like, how beautiful is that? And then, you know, it continues with the pre-chorus again and the chorus. And then at the very end, I love how we heard Evan from Far Away, you know, with that repetitive guitar loop. Here we go again. Really, really stand out. I enjoy this so incredibly much. I love, like I said, how we've got to hear such a wide variety of music already so far from Evan, but I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the music video? I didn't really talk about the music video, but I will point out that I really loved the coloring that they used, especially the grayscale, and I love, like, the kind of effect of the rain, you know, of seeing someone through the rain, because I feel like it just really matches this particular song, so I love that as well. But tell me your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.